Um, there's a cool analogy that I shared with Siafu in her private session that I want to share here as well. My son, who's the dancer, him and his friend got picked up by his friend's mother. Okay, his friend's mother came to pick both of them up, and she was driving a Tesla. And at some point in the journey, she said to them both, "I'm really tired right now. I'm just going to put it on autopilot." Now, my son thinks this is, oh, she means, he thought it was just cruise control. Oh, no. She put the damn car on autopilot, okay? The whole car went on autopilot. She took her hands off the steering wheel. Her legs were off the gas and the gas pedal and all that. And she turned around and she started chatting with them, just having conversation with them in the car. And of course, the Tesla that has autopilot capability is shifting lanes, making turns into different streets all by itself because she set it up to get them wherever they need to go. And I said to him, no freaking way. I didn't know a car existed like this. Now, I did see a video on YouTube with a Tesla driving, and there was nobody in the driver's seat. And I was laughing at the video going, well, isn't that funny? What is that supposed to signify? That you don't need to drive a car anymore? And I just kind of blew it off. I didn't know that there are cars driving themselves today. And so my son is telling me this story, and I'm like, let me tell you something. I don't care how much it drives itself. If I'm in that damn car, you're going to keep your hand on the steering wheel and your legs are going to be on the gas pedal. Like, I'm not ready. I am not ready for that, right? And instantly my divine team was giving me the insight that this is how humans are. We're being given a natural flow to live, right? Autopilot. Life is giving us autopilot, right? Our divine teams are giving us the autopilot option. And we're like, no, I got to hold on to the steering wheel. I am keeping my foot on the brake. And life is going, actually, no, there's an autopilot option now. And we're like, no, not ready. I got to grip onto the steering wheel. I have to be the one steering. I can't trust life. Nope, I got to steer, right? And it's such a powerful analogy because it's the gentlest way to live life. It's the most enjoyable way to live life. It's the easiest way to live life. But some of us are not ready for autopilot. And so we go, oh, no. And some of us, our families aren't ready for us to go on autopilot. Oh, no, honey, you need a steady job. You need to stop doing that crap you think is going to make you money. You just have to follow this, right? Oh, no. You can't not go get a college degree because no, you can't just trust that life will work. No, right? And your family is just telling you, no, autopilot is not acceptable in this household. You must do this, you must do this, you must do this, you must do this, right? And so we grow up thinking, no, I cannot ever trust life. No, life, the river of life just follow. Oh, no. I need to hold on to the steering wheel. I need my foot on the brake. I need my foot on the gas pedal. I cannot trust life, right? So it's just so interesting that I had that reaction. I was like, I don't care how much you tell me it drives itself. I'm going to keep my hand on the steering wheel. I can't trust that right now. Why? Because all my life I've been steering my car myself. My foot has been the gas pedal. So we get used to these heavy ways of living life, these forced ways of living life. And we feel like we have to control life by putting our hands on the steering wheel, and we have to be the one pressing the brake, and we have to be the one pressing the gas, right? And life is now beckoning us into an autopilot way of living. You don't have to do it this way. You don't have to drive a Tesla on autopilot. You can put it on you driving, that's totally fine. But whenever you're ready, autopilot you can do. It's an option. You can do that. And right now, I feel like I have moved into an even more expansive phase of autopilot in my life. What's interesting is my 17-year-old son. I'm telling him the story about what happened with his brother and the autopilot story, right? And I said, would you be okay if your friend put a car on autopilot and be in it? He had two answers. One is like, yeah, because if anything happens to the car, I'm gonna sue Tesla. They got a lot of money. I'm like, he's so damn Americanized. But I was ready to sue somebody. But his second answer was really interesting. He said, Mom, think about it. Tesla would not put a car on the road with an autopilot option if it wasn't safe. And I'm like, that's a good analogy. We would not have hopped into these bodies knowing fully well if we followed our bliss, everything else would flow. We would not have done that if it wasn't safe to do that. We would not have made that decision if it wasn't safe to do that. And so in all of the 19 audios, we're constantly being invited, try autopilot. Try autopilot. It works. It's actually safe. It's okay. And we don't. We go, no, not ready for that. And throughout those 19 audios, we're being guided this way, this way, this way. And from all of the questions that were asked, we're shown the autopilot option in response to all of the questions. And yet, some of us will listen to that and go, no, I'm not ready for autopilot yet. Not ready. I've been driving with the steering wheel all my life. I can't let go of the steering wheel. Take my foot off the gas? I can't trust that it's gonna go if my foot is not on the gas pedal. I have to be the one gassing it up. I have to be the one forcing the clients and the sales, and I have to be the one doing it. I have to get a job. That's how money comes in. That's my gas pedal. A job is a gas pedal. I can't just follow my bliss. Gotta do this, right? And all of our divine teams are just watching us with love, going, when they're ready, they'll try autopilot and they'll see that it actually works. And toward the end of the audios, they were talking about the formula and the engine. And they described it fully, and it's so simple. Try autopilot, they're saying. It works. But we're only going to try it when we're ready. I'm not ready to drive a Tesla on autopilot. Even if somebody gave me the gift of a Tesla with autopilot, I might drive up and down my street on autopilot, but that's about it. Not ready yet. And for some people, not ready yet. Some of you can feel that you're either breaking free or don't know if I'm ready for autopilot. I don't know if I am. But know that the option is there. Whenever you're ready, they say throughout the audience, whenever you're ready, this is how it works. This is how it works. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready, which is really powerful. Let me see if you guys had any comments on that. Rich is gone. Can't wait to get one. See, she under 30, so she ready to jump behind the autopilot. Some of us are over 50 and we're like, I don't think so. You know, the other thing that came to mind is 50 years from now, 100 years from now, that's the way cars are going to be. They're going to be driving themselves. And all of us oldies would have gone on, left the planet, and all the younger kids who this is totally okay with will be buying those cars left and right. They'll be totally fine with it, right? And the other thought that I had was driving lessons would not be necessary if cars drive themselves. Maybe a little bit in case the car breaks down and you have to put it in gear again, you know? But even that will change. Like, what will driving lessons be? You know? So it's kind of like life now, right? Life in our society is driving lessons is got to go to school for 13, 15 years. Then you got to go to college. Then you got to get a job. Then you got to get a good job. Then you got to go get promoted. And, you have all these rigid things set up for how to be okay in life, right? And 50, 100 years from now, we'll be looking back going, you guys didn't follow your bliss? Like, the generation 50 to 100 years from now will be like, what did you do? Oh, you just did what other people told you to do? You never followed your bliss? Like, you didn't realize that you didn't understand how the engine worked? Like, wow, 100 years from now, it'll be laughable. Somebody asked earlier in our session, do you think there'll be schools set up for encouraging kids to follow their bliss? Absolutely. Right? A couple 100 years from now, that'll be the norm. It'll be like, why did we ever teach our kids anything other than tapping into their own innate gifts? Right? And that will be normal for our civilization. It'll be a new way of living, the Tesla way of living, Tesla autopilot way of living. And I'll move on now to 4 things to look at when it seems like you're following your passion and it's quote unquote not working out, because that not working out is always a perception.